Yeah, on behalf of all students from SN Bose Physics Learning Center, I welcome Rakshita, our O student, and a PhD scholar from IIT Madras. Rakshita, are you there?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
We can't hear you properly.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Your audio is not clear.
Just a second, sir. Sir, I hope you can hear me better now.
Yes, now you can now we can hear you.
Yes, sir.
I'll introduce again all of you. I mean, yeah, I'll introduce Rakshita. Rakshita was our old student. What I know is she was a student of Karnataka College, Dharwad, and she joined our courses during MSc only. She was very enthusiastic student and very what you call confident, and she had what you call she used to write good notes. Actually, that's what I remember. I used to refer her notes in the further batches, and yeah, again we shall have a conversation with her so that you will get to know some information. Okay. uh, so Rakshita, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you enable your camera? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
uh, so can you just tell about your I mean, so because I too don't have much idea. Can you just so tell me about yourself? I mean, where you have done your intermediate, BSc and all.
Yes, sir. I did my schooling in Hiriyur Taluk, Chitradurga district, and I have completed my BSc from the Tumkur University,
Okay.
and I have completed my master's from the Karnataka University, Dharwad. So right now, I'm a PhD scholar at IIT Madras.
Okay. So thank you. Uh, uh, Let me start asking some questions. Then again, student may interact with you.
Sure, sir.
You joined my course during your MSc, where I used to give a lot of homeworks. Am I right? Again, solving book problems, solving MCQs like that.
Yes, sir.
Usually, the student who joined during MSc, they haven't done well. Most of the students because of their MSc curriculum. But you managed to do well. I mean, I think you might have done all what you call homework, whatever I have given. How did you manage that one? So can you just tell me about that one?
Yes, okay. First thing is, whatever the syllabus that we have in our MSc, 90% of the syllabus is same compared to the CSIR GATE or just syllabus. So you don't have to worry about the MSc syllabus. If you are regular to the coaching classes, or if you are following everything, the CSIR syllabus, then MSc syllabus is quite easy for you. The difference being, in the CSIR examinations, you will be asked to solve the problem kind of problems. Means, but in your MSc syllabus, you are asked to derive something. So if you are practicing the derivations along with the problems, then that's okay. Means if you are regular to the coaching classes, then you can definitely manage the MSc classes as well as your CSIR thing. So that's what I did. But the thing is, you need to manage your attendance and the journals wisely. That's all. So there is no hectic thing, and don't feel that it's very hectic to manage the MSc as well as the CSIR coaching. Don't think like that. You can manage both actually. That's a wise idea to join the coaching when you are in a MSc.
Uh,
So, yes,
okay,
sir.
okay. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. You can continue. You can continue if you wish to speak anything.
Yes, sir. That's all I have like for that question.
I mean, how did you manage time? Again, if I again, when you have done your homework, when you have done your MSc work and all.
I used to dedicate more time to the net class rather than to the college. Why? Because in the colleges, we need to score marks only in the sorry, what do we call as internals and then the final examination. So we need, so I used to study only during 2 days before the internals and during the study holidays, which we had some 15 days before the examinations. That's all. So and the question paper was also like, if you study the whole year question papers, you can score good marks in the in your MSc classes. So that is why I dedicated most of my time to the net class. So I dedicated less time to the college class. So in that way I was able to manage both.
Okay, you are saying that in that semester system, you used to get time before the exams.
Yes, sir.
Somehow you could able to manage
Yes.
both, isn't it? That's what you said.
Yeah. Even
Uh,
the syllabus is also same, so you don't need to practice separately. You don't need to put separate time for the MSc exam because the syllabus is same. If you are practicing for the CSIR exam, then the same thing
okay.
goes for your MSc examinations.
Okay, thank you. Thanks so much. But it may not happen always. Again, since our MSc exams were quite easy here, I
Yes,
hope
sir.
so that was quite advantage, isn't it? Suppose if they used to ask very challenging questions in MSc exam, I think so that's what I have experienced recently. Some student are doing MSc in some such a college that where their MSc exams were also quite challenging, then it may be problematic. But if questions are a derivation kind of thing and all, I think we
Then
can
we can
manage
easily manage. Yes, sir.
it. So thank you so much for that one. And again, you used to write very good notes actually. I usually used to say that I can directly send that notes to publishing as a book actually. Even after my class, if I see your notes, actually I was surprised whether I taught this neat and all. You had a kind of discipline in learning. How did you get that again in your schooling or college? Where you got that one? I mean, that neatness that was very strange actually.
I don't know from what stage I just cultivated that one. I don't know. It was inherent for me, I guess, because my mother was kind of neat.
Okay, okay,
So I
uh,
don't know much explanation for that one.
okay, okay. Yeah. Uh, then. One more very important question actually. So everybody fails in their what do you call path of journey actually. You also couldn't able to crack CSIR net in first or second attempt, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
How did you face that situation of failure when you couldn't crack CSIR net during MSc and again even after MSc also when you take second attempt you couldn't crack that exam, isn't it? How did
Yes.
you manage that pressure and like that you need to answer your parents, you need to answer your surrounding, isn't it? What you are doing after MSc, like that, isn't it? How
Yes,
did
sir.
you manage that one? How did you manage that failure? Because this is quite important for the rest of all students. I mean, success we can manage, isn't it? We can, but failure is quite difficult to manage. Then how did you manage that?
So actually, like whatever the exams that we have, the national level exams, CSIR, GET, so GATE, those are all the first ever national level exams that I attempted in my life. So
Okay, you
I was
haven't.
also new to all these environments, so I was also new to these failures also. So when I could not able to crack those exams, literally I felt depressed. But we had a lot of very good examples in our coaching class itself, like the Madhav sir, Hemant sir and all. So they also did not crack the exam for the very first attempt, so they tried again and again. So now they are in a very good position. They are doing the PhDs from the premier institutes. So I saw them, so they are all the inspirations, like inspirations for me. So then I tried again. I did not face many problem from my family side. They were quite open to me, so there was not much problem to me from my family side. The only thing is the failure was challenging to me, that's all. So then I overcome it by seeing the many more examples.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much. you are saying that you just looked into others who again who also failed in the beginning, and
Yes,
then
sir.
you were waiting for that one, isn't it?
Yes, and after
Uh,
they tried, they are in a very good position. So I felt it's worth trying
okay. Yeah,
one
again.
more
Yeah.
time. Yes,
Now, actually, you said that you were interested in to teach. BSc, isn't it?
yes, sir.
So then I told that the policy is that PhD is quite compulsory.
Yes, sir.
Um, Again, so it may happen to be compulsory from next year. So
Yes,
then
sir.
you should do PhD and all. Suppose if you suppose if you fail to crack this gate exam, what you would have done? Can you again? What was the other idea that was going in your mind?
So I actually plan to go for the projects.
Okay, okay, yeah, that's good. I
So
mean,
if we go, yes, if we join the projects and somehow through that one we can again enter into the PhD.
I
Since
mean,
it was mandate, yes, sir.
you'll have some experience, and again, using that one, you can join for PhD, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Actually, you were about to quit after CSR net of these exams and all, and I told to wait until gate. It was only 2 to 3 months. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, so people often what you call will not withstand with that the short period. I mean, 2 to 3 months or six. Again, when we take our lifespan, those 2 months and 6 months are quite what you call very short actually. People often what you call quit in that short time period. They will not wait for a good time, but you withstood somehow, and you got what you call a smart score in gate exam. Not very top rank, but it was
Yes.
sufficient to join
Yes.
any institute. Again, that time in between, you had no surety, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Again, how did you manage that one? I mean, you couldn't crack CSIR net exam. You are about to face gate exam. Right? Gate exam was quite more challenging. I think it has one third negative, and you used to do a lot of mistakes in exam, isn't it? Then
Yes,
how
sir.
did you get any surety? How did you manage that time? Isn't it? That time is very difficult for many students actually.
So in the 2 to 3 months, what I did is I practiced a lot of mock tests. I practiced lot of mock tests. So writing the mock tests, and then I listed all my shortcomings, all my loopholes, as it was told by you in one of the class.
Okay.
So I listed all those mistakes and try to overcome all those mistakes. I gradually stopped doing all those mistakes. My mistakes were like I was not able to manage the time in a hurry. I was not reading the question properly, or I was not marking the right option, though I got the right answer. So I
Mhm.
was doing all these mistakes. So I just tried to overcome all my loopholes in this 2 to 3 months. So if you're attending the 3 months coaching, that's sufficient. You will be having the sufficient knowledge to crack the exam. Only thing is you need some experience to handle the examination. So I felt I have a sufficient amount of knowledge. The thing is I have to handle the examination in a good way. So something was going wrong when I entered the examination hall. So I was having a problem in that in that point. So I just wrote a lot of mock test and tuned myself.
Okay. Okay. So that's a very good. Suggestion. I think we will take it as a suggestion for on behalf of all students. I hope all of you are listening. So can you hear me? So anyone, Prabhu?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Uh, can you just talk about the interviews you have faced, where you have applied, and where what are the questions that they have asked? Can you just recall
Yes.
some of them?
Okay, sir. First, to begin with, interview question. So, in your interview actually depend on the panel members.
Okay.
So, in some of the IITs, they may start asking the questions from your MSc project. In some of the IITs, they'll start asking the questions from your specializations. In some, they will give you the freedom to opt any three subjects in which you are comfortable.
Okay. All these three are equally probable.
I can't say, but
Okay.
generally,
No, I mean, if you think of probability, I mean, I think. Yeah. I think we
The
need
most,
to.
yeah, most probable one is they'll give us the option to choose the subjects.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
The
Yeah.
least probable one is MSc project, I guess.
Mhm. Okay. But it is also important. MSc project
Yes,
is
sir.
also.
Also important. So you can't say they'll suddenly begin asking asking questions from the MSc project. So you can't say which IITs have will start asking questions from which side. We can't say, but it would be very better if you are prepared with all these three types of things:
Okay, okay, okay,
the subjects you are comfortable at, and the your MSc project and your specialization.
okay. Okay, can you share any specific example from any IITs or something?
Well, okay. I would like to share the mistake I did in the interviews.
Okay, that's the best one.
Yes.
We can learn a lot of
So I in IIT Tirupati, I was asked to choose one subject in which I'm comfortable at. So I chose quantum mechanics. The one point I want to specify here is, if you're preparing for what means, you will definitely have a lot of knowledge, but the thing is you need the experience to present yourself in the interview. So if you're facing a failure in the interview, if you're not able to crack the interview in your first attempt, please don't worry, because you need some experience to present yourself in the interview. That is what happened with me. I was not able to handle the interview in a wise way in the IIT Tirupati. So that was my first interview and also the worst interview. So in one of the IITs, they asked me, what is your specialization? I said condensed matter physics. So the very next question is, okay, what have you studied in your condensed matter physics? So I was very excited, because they are going to ask me the question from the condensed matter physics, because I was prepared well. But in that excitement, I started answering like superconductivity, band theory, and all. I just forgot that I haven't prepared for the superconductivity. So
okay.
my answer made us think that I am good at superconductivity because I said it first. So then they started asking the questions from the superconductivity, then you know the rest.
Hmm. Okay, okay. You should be quite aware of what would be the next question, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
you should not be super excited.
you should be quite careful while giving the
Quite
answer.
careful. Yes.
Okay, you could have started with crystallography, isn't it?
Crystallography. Yes. So that was my mistake
Yeah,
at that
okay.
I.
Actually, I couldn't manage time since last 2 to 3 batches for condensed matter physics. When you see CSIR NET or GATE exam, and when you see our syllabus, actually, I have, I think, covered only crystallography part and little bit about band theory or something that we have discussed actually. Again, what would you suggest again? Where I have to manage time, and I need some suggestion regarding that one, because condensed matter physics is quite, very frequent topic. Am I right? The
Yes, sir.
subject we choose. I'm thinking that I better to, leave some other topic rather than condensed matter physics. I better to, teach condensed matter physics initially during my course. Since the whole topic was quite large, I used to skip that part actually. I used to make, yeah, which,
What I would like to suggest is, so whatever you are covering is very much sufficient to crack the examination. So those who cracks the examination, so they can attend the extra classes. You can take them the extra classes, and you can teach them only the condensed matter physics in a wide manner. So
okay,
that is what I suggest. So now it is sufficient for those who are preparing for the examination. Then you can take extra classes whenever you have free time, for those who are preparing for the interviews.
yeah, that's the best idea, isn't it? Again,
Yes.
uh, when you see magnetism, superconductivity, this
Yeah,
band theory,
it's
uh, uh,
very wide. You
it's
can't.
very wide. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
we can't again concise that one within our syllabus. That's quite difficult.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so I'll take that session. I'll try to do that one. Okay, thank you so
And
much.
meanwhile, and those from the condensed matter background, or I guess those who are preparing for the interviews for your specializations, you can refer NPTEL videos. They are very good. I actually prepared by watching those videos. They are very good.
Okay, okay. NPTEL videos are very good for condensed
Yes,
matter
sir.
part.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so thank you so much. And yeah, anyone? So can you ask any question? Anyone? You can. You are free to ask any question.
And I want to add a point here, sir.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. Yes.
Yes, regarding the notes. Yeah, you asked me the question and I just forgot to answer. What I felt is, uh, if you have very good notes with you, you have to maintain the notes. If you are having very good notes with you, see, you can't always carry the textbooks. One Zeteli book weighs more than your three notes put together, but in your three notes you can have all your whole entire CSIR net syllabus, means the important points and even the important problems or
Yeah.
important derivations. So you can go through a quick revision, so before going to the examination all or
But
whatever thing is, so it would always
but
better to.
that note should be written by you only, isn't it?
Yes, by
Yes.
yourself
Yeah.
only. You have to write everything down. Otherwise, you can't search it. You can't revise it. Say you want to remember something. You want to remember Maxwell's equation. If you have written notes, then only you will know where you have written. Otherwise, you can't revise it. It's just like a textbook. You have to search. It takes a lot of time.
But usually, I used to avoid that one. I usually not give much time to write notes and all. How did you manage in class to write such a very good notes that I'm referring now myself?
Uh, I guess I am pretty much comfortable with your speed of teaching. So I used to get a lot of time while writing all those points.
Mhm,
Otherwise, means you should be good at noting down whatever the speaker is saying.
mhm.
You
Okay, I
should
mean,
cultivate that habit.
if you maintain a very good notes, whatever, during the course, I think it will be very helpful at the end to revise.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely, sir.
yes, yes. Thank you so much. I hope all of you are noting this down. Again, you can start asking the question. Anyone? I think someone wants to ask question.
Sir, what kind of questions will we face if we go for integrated PhD interview?
Well, yeah. Again, can you just name some specific question that you faced during your PhD interview?
No, I didn't
Well,
attend the interview.
I mean, I'm asking her. You can ask her. Okay. I'm asking her what are the specific question. I mean, can you just recall?
yes, the most probable questions are from the Maxwell's equation,
I mean,
and
if you have chosen electrodynamics, isn't it?
yes, sir. Yeah, I did choose electrodynamics. So I was asked to write the Maxwell's equation, and I was asked to explain them.
Okay.
And then from the quantum mechanics, why the wave function can be complex thing. So that is also one of the question.
Okay.
Well, I can't remember much questions. Explain this turn Gerlach experiment.
Hmm. Yeah, I think you shared those question. I'll just save and I'll just share with all students. That's the best idea, isn't it?
Sometimes, sir, especially in one particular IIT, so they asked me to choose three subjects. I chose three subjects, and suddenly they asked question which is not from that subject. So they asked me the electronic question, and they said, no, since you are going to take up the experimental research thing, you should know the electronics. Please answer this question. That was their response. So I guess apart from your core subjects like quantum mechanics, electrodynamics, statistical, classical mechanics, and apart from your specialization also, you should have a good amount of knowledge in electronics, I guess,
Okay. Okay. They started asking about
for
electronics
experimental
because
research.
it is
Yes,
very
sir.
required for experiment, isn't it? Uh,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I think yeah. If you face that kind of question, I'm just guessing. Okay, this may be the best answer. Because whenever I deal with any circuit, anything, what I do is I'll just Google it and I'll get my answer. Actually, electronics is widely discussed in many, community platform. This troubleshooting and designing circuits and all. I think for electronics we can go for searching. Information in Google. Suppose if you want to design any amplification circuit, you will get to know what ICs you have to use, what are the resistor you have to use. Everything you can Google it actually. Only thing you need to know some basics. You don't have to have
Yes.
very core idea on electronics. That can be learned actually, just like programming also, isn't it? Again, you can learn anytime. Only thing is you should have that patience to learn. I hope, yeah. Again, anyway, but what is the specific electronic question they have asked? Because I
Okay, they gave me the input and they gave me the output. They told me to draw a circuit for this kind of input and output combination.
okay, yeah. Uh, so thank you. Yeah. Any question? Any further question? You can start asking the questions.
What was the level of paper you get got for entrance exam, like the qualifying exam you get for the PhD? Like it is, how is it compared to net or jest?
Well, I did not face any entrance examination. Why? Because I was applying for the PhD during this lockdown time. So they eliminated that option. So we were having directly the interview. So I guess the questions will be gate type.
Okay, means similar level to the entrance
Yes,
exams,
yes, just like gate.
but they are subjective, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on the IIT. Yeah, subjective and also the, yes, multiple choice also.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Any other questions? Yeah, you can ask any question.
So, if they ask like 5 questions in interview, how many questions I'm supposed to answer to like clear the interview? I'm supposed to answer all the questions or only some
No,
questions?
no. Please don't think like that. Don't think that you need to answer all the questions. No. If you are answering three questions, means we can't say what they are expecting from us. But still, if you are answering the three questions, you should be able to impress them. Means how much questions will that they are going to ask depends on what is your performance in the successive questions, right? So if you're doing good, they'll ask 10 to 15 questions. If you're not doing it, they'll stop at three questions. So they'll jump on to the next topic. So for the five questions, I guess it depends. I can't judge the situation. It depends.
So my friend is there. He's now in HRI. He shared me his interview experience for integrated PhD. He answered first 2 3 questions, and then the interviewer came to know he's from BTech background and he did electronics. He started asking some advanced questions in electronics which he was unable to answer. That's on basis of that they rejected him.
Uh, yes, those things actually happens. So because interview is very random,
Okay.
he should have diverted them to a subject that he knows very well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually,
I think so. Again, will you get a chance to say that right now I'm not in touch with those topic. I have prepared with that one. Can you push this kind of word during the interview?
Yes, we can always.
Okay, yeah. Yes, you can continue. I don't know who was speaking.
yeah. Okay. I am from mechanical engineering background. That's why I got like.
Okay, yeah. I think you will have a choice. Okay, again, again, it's all your smartness how to flow the interview. So that's
Okay.
how many other students also said the same thing actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can continue if you have any other doubt, please.
No, I don't have any notes
Yes,
right now.
Sai Kumar. Yeah, but sometimes it happens. It is inevitable. Sometimes if we want to say like no, sir, I am good at this thing, so they definitely tell you right. No, you have done this specialization. You need to answer this one. So that's how they are. They'll sometime. That's how they react. So we can't avoid such situations.
So what I'm exactly asking is, so I am from mechanical engineering background that doesn't relate physics in many areas. Like there is no overlap. In case of electronics, there is an overlap. So I'm like whether it,
Well, while introducing yourself, you can say that you are from the mechanical department.
okay. Yeah,
So that they'll realize and they'll plan to ask questions which is from your area.
yeah, okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. Any further questions? Yes, anyone? You don't have to hesitate. You can ask question. Yes.
How many interviews did you attend, and what are the institutes you attend that interviews?
Well, I actually applied to all first tier IITs, some second tier, very few second tier IITs, and few ISERs also. But I was not shortlisted in ISERs, but I got shortlisted in many IITs, like first tier and second tier. So I attended the interviews at IIT Tirupati, IIT Bhubaneswar, IIT Madras, IIT Hyderabad, uh, then one more IIT, IIT, uh, uh, which is that one? There is a yeah. I did not attend interview at IIT Kharagpur because by the time that they started interview, my coursework got started. Yeah, I attended interviews at all these institutes. I got selected in IIT Madras and IIT Bhubaneswar.
What are the questions that you have faced in IIT Madras? Can you just recall?
Well, in IIT Madras, again, they gave me the freedom to choose a subject. So I chose quantum mechanics. So, and the question was very deep. They just took me into the deeper level. And most of the time, the questions from their side was quantum mechanics question itself. So they started asking from the beginning, like how do you distinguish? What is the difference between the? So the first question is. Why means why do we need the particle in a box problems in although it is a hypothetical, and what are the comparison that you can get between the hydrogen atom and the
Wait. What
particle
did you
in a
answer
box?
that first question? What did you answer that first question?
Yeah, I answered like though it is a hypothetical question, we will come across many potentials which just behave like that. So we can approximate the potential and we can get a solution to the wave function. So I guess that is a problem of much importance. That is why we study the 1D box problem.
Okay. Yeah. Then I think you said some hydrogen atom.
Yeah, then they started asking about the hydrogen atom. Uh, means will you get the continuum of energy levels in the particle in one box? That was their question. I was like, no, since it is proportional to n square, means if n tends to infinity, we may get the continuum. But they knew that they try to compare my answer with the hydrogen atom problem. So they are like, when will you get the continuum energy levels in the hydrogen atom? I did not know the answer to that question, but still they tried. They helped me a lot, and they somehow managed to get the answer from my side. So they made me to write all those things on the board. They gave me the clue, and so I somehow answered the question. So that
Okay. They helped you, isn't it?
yes,
Usually
yes,
they will not. Make it quite rigid. They will always help in most
yeah.
of the cases.
In many, not most of the, I can say in almost all the IITs, yes, they show some soft corner towards the student.
Okay.
So your interview will be like the live interactions with them as if they are your teachers from your MSc. Though they'll interact in a very nice manner. So they'll help you sometimes. So you don't means yeah, they'll treat us in a very good way.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Any other questions? No time limit. Okay. You can ask questions.
Sir, is there any board or paper to write some questions to answer?
Yes. So usually what happens, you will be asked to visit the institution at the time of interview. So there will be a board and a chalk. You will be provided with a board and a chalk. So, but in my case, since it was lockdown, we were in a pandemic situation. So we have to attend the interview through online mode. So actually the instructions were like we have to have a paper and a marker to attend the interview, but I had a blackboard, so it
Okay.
was manageable.
It was
Both will
quite
do.
comfortable, isn't it, for you to present yourself? If you have
Yes,
a bullet
and
goal.
they also felt kind of impressed.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. Any question quickly? You can continue.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, my question is
Yes.
to Rakshita. Since she already joined IIT Madras, so I just want to ask how is her experience about till now?
Well, Prabhu, so there is a lot to study. So we should
Okay,
not be in a mood that yes, I have cracked the exam, yes, I have cracked the interview, and I'm very superior. No, we should let go of that opinion. There is a lot to study. There is so once you join the IIT, you will understand. And the one very good thing is you will start connecting the things which you have studied for the net level exam to the original thing to where they should get connected. So
okay,
there is a lot to study once you join the PhD also. You should not think like, yeah, I almost know the syllabus, then I don't have to study. No, coursework will have those stuffs which you don't know also.
Yeah. I think they
and
will
one
conduct
more,
coursework and they will conduct very tough exam in IIT Madras.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, Prabhu. You can continue.
sir, like Rakshita, how is the relationship between you and your guide? Like,
Okay, I can't answer it completely, but because my course work is going on, and also we can't uh, means what to say. The my interaction with guide is yeah, it's not that much good. Why? Because the coursework is going on.
yeah,
So
yeah,
my
I
guide
can
told
understand.
us,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just you people please complete the coursework and let me know once it is completed. So I guess the relationship will be very good once I complete the
Okay,
coursework.
yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay. During again, I think guide will help you to choose the coursework, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean,
Yes. So
okay,
they will only tell us to take the particular electives.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Prabhu, you have anything else to ask?
No, sir, no, sir. Thank you.
Yes. I think Rakshita, how much self learning is important in after my course? I mean, can you just talk about that? Because sometimes I did a kind of spoon feeding. I taught concept very detailed. Again, what would you think? Again, that I always think about that self learning part. Uh, yeah, how much it is required
Yes,
after.
actually, the same thing struck me when when I joined the IIT Madras. So when one particular means when we are not comfortable with the one particular instructor's teaching, we feel like he is not teaching well, so I can't understand anything. Sometimes our mind goes blank, like okay, I am not understanding anything. How to study? How to study? That's all. So in that constant, I would like to say self learning is always important. If you are a self learner, then you don't worry about the instructors and their teaching. You will sit and you'll study for yourself. You will find some materials and you'll study for yourself. And one more point I would like to add is, in this era you will get the answers if you search in the internet. If you have a question, and you will definitely get the answer, but not all your answers are available in the form of YouTube videos. So there will be some research papers and all, you need to read them. And in that stage also self learning is very important. If you
Okay.
are able to understand what you are reading, then you are a self learner. Then that helps you a lot in research career also, in the coursework also, like throughout your entire life. Self learning will always helps. So you should cultivate that habit. You should be a self learner, because
Okay.
nobody helps you once you join the coursework. You can't expect the instructor to teach you in a very good way, just like Subbu sir did, so Subramanya sir did. You can't expect them, so you have to learn by yourself. So self learning is very important if you join the PhD.
Okay. I think you raised very important point. We all again are quite lazy to read papers, books, and all. We always search for video. which is quite easy input for our mind. Again, what you are saying is not all information or
Yes, sir.
answer to your question
Available.
will be there as a lecture. You should read book papers or something. That's what you are saying. Again, I hope all of you got this point. And actually, again, being a coach, I should do that one. I should do some spoon feeding so that a student will get satisfied, and more student comes like that. That I thought. But in the later part of the course, again, I'm trying to introduce. Again, I'm trying to push the student towards self learning. I felt that it's more important. If they have that kind of attitude, again after at the end of my course, I think I'll be quite happy. Yeah, so thank you so much. Anything that you can suggest for the student? Anything that you can add? Anyone, if you have any further question, you can ask.
Hi, Rakshitha.
Yes, hello.
It matters a lot how many times you have taken to get the exam.
Amar, can you repeat your question, please?
My question is it matters a lot how many attempts you have taken to crack the exam?
Okay, you are asking me to tell the number of attempts that I had taken to crack the exam.
Yeah,
Is that what you are asking?
and is there any issue if there is a one year gap after MSc?
Okay, I mean, when you go for interview, most of you have 1 year gap after MSc. Again, is there any issue with that one? I mean, will it make any bad impression like that?
No, no, sir. So actually, as usual, they'll ask you like, what were you doing since 1 year? So your answer obviously should be, I was preparing for the GATE exam. I was preparing for the interview.
Okay, thank you.
Did my answer satisfy? Means, Amar?
Yeah.
Okay, suppose if there is student who prepare around 2 years for entrance exam, then how they can answer? I mean,
Well, I haven't
because
been through that situation because I
okay,
had only 1 year gap. But still, if he is able to manage the interview in a very good manner, so definitely they'll get convinced that yes, this particular fellow was preparing. So he spent 2 years in preparing the examination. So I guess if you are spending 2 years of time for preparing for the entrance exam, for cracking the exams, then make sure that that should reflect in your way of handling the interviews. So then they'll convince themselves that yes, he had done a lot of hard work in the 2 years.
okay. Though that again that I have personally experienced, and when I ask some student, some very few departments they may expect. I mean, very fresh student. Okay, I may not entertain student who prepared 1 to 2 years. Very rare. That kind of situation is very rare, but we should able to handle that kind of question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, again, again, they may think that our curriculum in our MSc may be IIT standard. That's why everything should have done in MSc. That's what they think actually.
Yes, sir.
You
Actually, that's what
should
they
be
think.
able to answer quite smartly. Okay. And any further questions?
Sir, I used to add something.
Yes.
So it's been 4 years I completed my graduation on BTech Mechanical Engineering. So I don't think age will be a problem if we are going for a PhD.
You should able to justify yourself. I think, isn't it, Rakshita?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that is what I said.
So
I
in my
just
case,
yeah, just think that again they will ask this question.
yeah, okay.
Why you change your domain? Why you what you are doing like that? Again, try to come out with the best possible answer. Yeah, you continue. Continue.
So actually, I joined University of Hyderabad for MSc after completion of my graduation.
Okay.
I didn't took any break, but I was unable to complete it because of some health problems.
I think you should be frank, but you should able to say that you have done in the you have given your best at all times.
Yeah, okay, sir. Yeah, I have this doubt from so many days. Like, whether age will be a problem for if I join integrated PhD, no? But
No,
anyway,
I think if you do well in interview, they don't. I think they will not. I think put you in
Yeah,
that
they'll not
position.
highlight that point. Means
Yes.
your age.
yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you.
Hello, I have a question.
Yes.
So, what is the how much time do you require to crack the exam? So, how much time we require to crack the exam?
I mean, to prepare for the exam and crack the exam. That's what you're saying.
Yes, 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 yes. After completion of the degree, how much time is required to prepare and crack the exam?
Rishikesh, that again depends on the individuals. So if you know all the syllabus of CSIR net or GET, that doesn't mean you will definitely crack that one, because there are some examination hall skills that you need to cultivate. So for that again you need to practice the mock test. You need to know what are your loopholes. So if once you have overcome all those things, and like whatever you know, you should be ready to deliver that on the paper. You should not do any other mistakes, other than the question, other than not able to answer the questions that you don't know. If you are doing other mistakes, then you will definitely not able to crack the examination. So what I say is, you should overcome all those unnecessary mistakes. And
Okay,
again,
okay.
you
Thank you.
definitely require one attempt or two attempt. That depends on the individuals.
Yeah. Again, I'll quote one more here. Again, we always think that again our education, even including my coaching, we always treat all students in the same manner. But each student is different. Actually, they will have different ability, different skill. As she said, whenever these multiple choice exams are concerned, again you might not have that skill. Again, so during your earlier graduation career, that's why again you should experience and you should cultivate it, as she said. There is no, unique, way, isn't it, to prepare for any exam, isn't it, Lakshita? I mean,
Yes, sir.
if I say, if you prepare like this, if you will crack the exam, I think I haven't done any of that video how to crack CSR net in 30 days,
Yes, there is
because that
no
was
such way.
because each student is different. They will face their own. Again, I think they should be smart enough to find their problem, psychological problem. I mean, in facing that competitive exam, in facing that mistake, like that, isn't it? They should smart enough to point out them and what you call, improve themselves. I feel like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, that what you said is exactly right. So, so your job is to teach the syllabus, and our job is to uh, repair us in a way that we will write the exam in a very good way. So he
Okay.
can't make us feel comfortable at writing those multiple choice questions. No, that's our duty. We have to analyze ourselves. We have to get to know what are our loopholes. Then we have to overcome those things. So that's what our duty. So he can't do anything about it.
Okay. Can you just, help me that how I can modify my code so that it will reach more students? That's the maximum thing that I can do, because our student, I can't design a code so that it will reach all students. It will reach the needs of all students, because different students have different needs. How to what do you call, improve myself so that I can reach most of the students? Can you just again give me some idea?
Well, I feel so. Whatever the syllabus or whatever the thing that you have right now is sufficient, but to meet the needs of the student, so we have both the online and offline platform. So there will be a lot of students. So you can't definitely reach the needs of the each and every individual students, but the students have to come to you and interact to you. So they should tell you like what are their needs. then you can arrange a solution for them, I guess.
Okay, okay. When student rise that I have this issue, I
Yes,
think then I should think on that one. I should come out with a
yes,
solution.
yes.
Yeah.
And nowadays you have also planned for the one-to-one teaching, so that is also a good solution. If they can't reach you, then they can definitely talk with those mentors.
Okay. Yeah.
So these
And
mentors will come to
actually
you.
in this batch, I have planned for interview session daily because they should be able to present themselves either in exam hall, either in interview. If they are good in presenting themselves, I mean applying whatever they know quickly in the very sudden situation. I hope that skill is quite required. I thought like that. Uh, yeah. Okay. Any other suggestion from your part?
Yeah, so yes. Well, okay, if you are not able to crack the exam, try it, because it's always worth trying. If you quit the means, if you have attended the coaching, but if you are not able to solve in that frustration, if you are not able to crack in that frustration, if you leave the course, because I have seen some people doing that thing, so they'll suddenly drop each and everything, and they won't even bother about the 6 months they spent in attending this coaching classes, in attending the Subbu sir classes. They'll suddenly drop everything. So what I feel is, in the future you will be surrounded by the people who has their doctorate degree in their hand. So in future you can't again crack the examination, because the competition will be very high. You can't crack the examination, you can't face the interviews, because the level of interview may be also high in future, we don't know. So what I would suggest is, make very good use of this 6 months. Means you have joined the coaching classes, you should make the very good use of it. So don't quit everything and don't drop everything and just choose another way. So if you really want to go in another way, don't waste your 6 month time coming to this class. So if you're not able to crack the exam, try it once, because it's worth trying. If you're not able to attend the interviews, attend more and more interviews. uh, you will start gaining the confidence, then you can definitely crack the interviews. And once you join the PhD, please don't be in a notion that you have did something great. Please, if you have such notions, please take it out, and be open to, again, whatever the new things comes in PhD. Again, you should be open to all those things to learn. So this is what I just want to suggest to you people.
Okay, thank you so much. I think that was quite I mean very important for all students actually. Whatever the suggestion you said and all. Again, once again, we all congratulate you on being selected at IIT Madras, one of the top IIT in our country. And again, we wish you all the best for your career. And again, I personally expect a lot of what you call compliment from you in research and all. And maybe in after a couple of years, I may take one more interview so that we need to again what are the situations you may face during your what you call PhD, because that's also quite important. People should prepare their mindset. Again, please again later, please share your experience later. Okay, after.
Sure,
Uh,
sir. Sure, sir. I'll
yeah.
be, yeah,
Uh,
ready for the yes. I'll be ready for it.
Okay, so any further questions?
Yes, sir, I would like to
Yes,
ask.
yes.
Ma'am, after how many unsuccessful attempts you succeeded?
Well, GATE one attempt. So for the second attempt, I cleared GATE. CSIR net, I guess I took probably 4 attempts, but still I could not able to crack that one.
Okay. And what was your marks in GATE exam
Well, I just
or rank?
okay. Marks was 47.8.
Okay, okay.
Again, one thing that you should observe, all of you should observe is CSIR net is not the only exam. Okay? You
Yes.
all feel like that only CSIR net, because yeah, maybe I also completed CSIR net coaching. But again, there are a lot of exams that you can get into good research group. Then Rajan, your career decided by your research, not the entrance exam that you have cracked. Okay? I hope you will get this point and you will study well for your exams. Take all exams equally. That's my
Yes,
suggestion.
actually, one may feel that gate examination is bit easy for them, and another fellow may feel that CSIR is easy to crack. So write both of them, and just get to know that which one you will feel easy, and concentrate on that particular exam, because both of them is the mode of entry to get shortlisted for the IITs, right? So there is no strict rule like you should clear gate or you should definitely clear CSIR net. No, there is no such rule. So those are all just the minimum eligibility criteria to get shortlisted for the PhD. So concentrate on that particular exam, and it's very easy to crack. If you're writing both of them, that's really well and good, but still it would be better to concentrate on any one, means in order to get a very good ranking.
Okay, thank you so much. Again, I wish to ask that, yeah, I was thinking something. Yeah, again, you want to suggest something?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, is there any bad impact in interview if any student qualified
No, no,
MSc
wait,
from
wait,
any
wait.
private
We can't hear
university?
you. We can't hear you properly.
Okay, we are using my YouTube.
Well, you can type it.
You can type it. I think there is some comment. Hello, you seem to apply many universities. Do you apply randomly or choose guide first to talk to them and then only applied at the university after they agree to accept you? Rakshita, okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. One second, I
You can
will.
keep your video off because I think you are also facing some connection issue. You can keep your video off because
Okay,
you will have more data. You seem to apply many universities. Do you apply randomly or choose a guide first, talk to them, and then only apply after they agree to accept you?
No, that was not the case in my case. That was not the thing in my case.
I mean, in IITs, it's not everything like that.
Yes. So in IITs, yeah. Well, I guess you can talk to the guide in a very first way. You can mail them. You can interact with them. Uh, but that was not the case. That was not the thing in my case. So I just applied to the IITs and got selected. I means cracked the interview. Then chose the guide.
Okay. Mr. Rajan, are you there? You can just type if you have any question.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please. Please.
Sir, am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, suppose if any student qualified MSc from any private university, so my question is there any bad impact in interview since it's a private university?
Okay. Can you repeat the question?
If any student qualified MSc from any private university,
Private universities,
so
okay.
so in the interview is there any bad impact for this since it's a private university?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. They will not worry about the college from which you are, or the university from which you have graduated. No, they don't worry. I guess
Yeah, I think they don't worry.
they don't worry.
When I see experience by other students also, I think they don't worry. Yeah, most of the case, you can take it like that. Only thing is, they will just check out what you have at that time. I think your past doesn't matter. Okay. What is stipend in IITs after GATE exam,
Well, it's 31,000, including the HR.
including HRA,
No, excluding.
excluding HRA? Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is CSAR stipend? You know that I think
I
that
guess
is
that is also 31.
31 including HRA.
No, excluding, I guess.
Okay. They will get HRA extra. I think that's the
Yes, yes,
only
sir.
thing. Okay. Yeah, I had one more question that I just forgot. My question was, uh, you again, you were just crossed the mark of entering to that interview. Actually. You had not that smart ranking in GATE
Yes,
exam.
sir. Yes, sir.
Uh, 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 is it made any impact during the interview again? So did they what you call, observe that one? I
No,
mean,
sir.
yeah.
No. So once you are shortlisted, then each and everyone will be treated equally. The very next responsibility is how you will handle the interview. That's all.
Okay, okay.
So
Your
there
ranking
is,
is very.
yes,
It doesn't matter.
yeah, no priority will be given to those who has got first ranking or those who have got the least or least ranking. No, no, no.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's also quite important. And one more thing is, what is the, I mean, range of ranking that that one general student should have again for IIT Madras or and I mean
Uh, Below 4 to 500, yeah, below
400.
400.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I was guessing. I was just to make sure. Any other question?
Sir, I have one.
Yes.
Uh, while in the interview, did you feel like the books you refer, like where refers the introduction to quantum mechanics or electrodynamics?
Yes.
So was there a need to go into much deeper or at a higher level that the question they ask were like within the book's limit, or we need to go much higher?
Most of the case within the book limit. So they just want to test your knowledge level. So basic knowledge level.
Okay,
So most of the time it's within the book level.
okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Any further question?
Ma'am, did they ask any practical knowledge?
Yes, yeah. So in one of the IIT, they asked me, what do you want to choose, the experimental research or the theoretical research? So I said, yes, sir, experimental research. So then their questions were like, means most of their questions were concentrated on the excited thing. So yeah, they may ask the practical aspects also.
Okay, ma'am.
Rakshita.
Yes.
Yes.
So, like, I want to do my specialization in astronomy and astrophysics. So, like,
Yes.
if I tell the interview about this, from what subjects he may ask me questions like some specialization needs some knowledge in some basic subjects, right? Like, if you are doing condensed matter physics, you are supposed to get knowledge in solid state physics, something like
Yes.
that. Like,
Yes.
so, I mean, what kind of I mean, from what subjects they may ask me questions if I say like I want to do this in my PhD.
Okay, that your question is not quite clear to me.
Yeah, what I'm
I mean,
asking is,
if he choose to do his research career in astrophysics, what kind of
Astrophysics.
question that they may ask? What is the level or something that's he's asking?
Well, I
Okay,
don't
I
know.
can guess something. Okay, Sai Kumar. Or we shall okay, like this on other weekend we shall take interviews for some other people. Okay, and
okay,
what
sir.
I guess is they may ask electrodynamics, relativity, like that. Okay,
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yes,
uh,
Sai Kumar.
and
So yes,
statistical physics also.
Yeah,
Again,
okay, sir.
definitely, again, they will not ask question in the research level. Don't think like that. They will ask very basic question just to check how capable you are. Okay,
Yeah, okay, sir.
they don't expect you to know everything in that domain. But one thing is, you should able to what you call say that you are quite interested in that topic and why you are interested in the topic like that. Again, that kind of question may come.
Okay,
Uh,
sir.
yeah, and one thing is, suppose if you want to get some expertise, you can go through some EDX or MIT open courseware. That's my suggestion
I'm
regarding.
already doing, sir. I'm already doing.
Yeah, yeah. Again, that's quite better, but you can't. Again, you don't have to expect that kind of question. Okay, in interview, they'll ask very basic question and to just judge how capable you are.
Ah, okay, so I understand.
Yes. Okay.
And one more thing, like
But wait a
so.
second. If you have done any project regarding that topic that you have chosen, then they may ask quite a question in deep because they think that you are exposed to that.
Yeah, okay.
That you should be
Okay,
clear.
sir.
So I have something to say.
Yes.
So for astrophysics, they will definitely ask more from special relativity, because I have once attended in an interview in Hyderabad Central University,
Okay.
and
Okay.
they have asked me to derive that four vectors and uh,
Yes.
all invariance
Uh,
relations.
that's the last, I think, last or last button chapter of Griffith's electrodynamics. He introduced
Yeah.
Electrodynamics.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. There is a
the
separate difference.
tensors notation.
yeah,
The whole electrodynamics you should be able to present in four vector notation.
yes,
Let me
yes.
try, okay? Maybe in February, I may get some time to present to. Not much important for exam, that's why I use.
Sir, we are having some problem with your noise. There is a resound.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, now I think now it is okay.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
it's
it's okay.
okay.
Yes, yes, okay, yeah. Any further questions?
Okay, Neha has asked question. Is there any need to specify in which topic you want to do your research? Well, Neha, if you are very sure that you want to do research in that particular topic and you have some basic knowledge in that topic, then you can uh, definitely specify that you want to go to this field. Then only please specify. If you don't have any basic knowledge in that field, please don't say that you want to enter that field, because they may start asking you the questions from that field. So if you know the things fairly well, then yeah, you can specify in the interview.
No, again, suppose if she don't know well, but she wish to do research in that field, then
Well, then what I'm saying is, don't specify that you need to go to that field in the interview. In the interview, let them ask the questions and you just answer. After, once you get selected in the interview, then you can choose that particular guide whose work is very good in that field. That's all.
okay, that's very smart. I hope Neha, you got the answer. Yes. Any further questions?
Sir, I have a small question.
Yes, yes.
So, while preparing through this coaching and doing all the homeworks and university classes, how you maintain your health? Because what I'm feeling, I'm suffering from some diseases. It's getting very tough for me. Can you suggest any ideas?
Okay. See, yeah, this actually happens when you dedicate a lot of your time to study. So you will be sitting. So you will definitely face some health issues. So what I say is, be active. So be active in your home. Be active mentally. Means you can walk for 1 kilometer or thing. I guess you can definitely maintain some. You can definitely give some time to maintain your health. So eat healthy foods. So don't eat junk foods. So this 6 month is very precious for you. So don't ruin your health. It means that doesn't mean you have to be strict on your health. That doesn't mean you don't have to eat all the junk foods in this 6 month. No, in this 6 month, concentrate on studies and be healthy, be active mentally as well as physically. Just walk, talk with your friends, go for a tea in the evening, so that will loosen all your body parts. So be active physically and also mentally. So that's all. That is sufficient to keep you healthy through all the 6 months. So
Actually, about this one, Rakshita was, I mean, very, again, how to say, very enthusiastic always, very active. And we should also, have that kind of mindset actually. Very confident also inside, isn't it? And that's why I think she could able to manage that time and all. And one thing that I can quote is, if food and sleeping part is very regular, very good, I think you will not face any health problem.
Yes, sir. That's
Understand.
definitely yes. That's
You
correct.
should sleep properly. You should sleep well, and you should eat properly in time. Again, since I take a very early morning, you better to eat in the early morning, because after 6 months you may face some acidity kind of trouble. Okay, that's why be careful with that one. And if you are conscious about that one, I think yeah, only sleeping and food, those are very important part in maintaining health. And one more thing is that confidence, not only confidence, how to say, you should be quite active. I think you might have seen that even people at very later age, they used to do research work, they used to do a lot of activities. You might have seen that kind of people. We should somehow adopt that kind of again lifestyle, actually, mentally as well as physically. Yes. Any other questions?
Okay, there is a question from Sushil Yadav. What
Okay.
are the general topics or field in IITs for research? Well, Sushil, since still my coursework is going on, so I can't answer you much. But definitely, yeah. So, sir will come up with one more video in which the specialized people will elaborate you about the topics and fields in IITs. Or you can visit any IIT website, and you can see what is the research that is going on. You can visit any faculty's profile. You will get to know that.
Yeah. Again, in all IIT web page, you will get a lot of information. Okay.
Yes.
And I'll take some more career guidance classes. Okay, in the month of February. Again, after that, I think you will get to know what to do and all. Okay. Yes. That's it's a very needed and very nice interaction, Rakshita. I think it's been more than 1 hour. We shall close this session. Thank you so much, and all the best. And again, all the best for your so research career. And be in touch with our SN Bose Physics Learning Center, so that our students always needs guidance. So thank you so much again.
And thank you so much, sir. And there is one last thing that I would like to mention here. So, since I have joined IIT Madras, and we hope all of this pandemic situation will get over uh, within few months or maybe few days. We don't know. So, I'll be in the IIT Madras, and those who have applied for the interview at IIT Madras, you can come and contact me. So, I'll be there. I'll arrange you the accommodation thing. So I'll be there. So all the students from the SN Bose Physics Learning Center are welcome. So I'll be there in the Madras. If you have got shortlisted for the interview, well, you can contact me at any time.
Okay, that's very generous. Thank you so much. Uh,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. I hope there is no more question. Anyone? Yeah, I think we shall close this session. Thank you so much, Rakshita. So be in touch, and all the best.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you all.